today with another video, but before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to my channel already. And if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now today's unit is going to be brought to you by the company Myfirstwig. Of course, I'm going to make sure to leave all the details down below in the description area, but let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hey, let's get into it. All right, this blonde wig, twins. I'm not as blonde, not yet anyway. But it's a bob, and it's bob season, so we gonna get into it, okay? All right, so your unit does come in this drawstring bag. It did leave some wig details. You also get your dark wig cap, which I love, and then this is the bob. Okay, I've been playing around with some blondes, y'all. I'm a little shocked at myself. So this is what it is looking like. This is a silky texture. This is their new drawstring blonde wig. And this one does come with your invisible lace. This one is 10 inches in length. Like I stated, it is a silky texture. With your pre-cut lace, your extra deep plucked hairline, and also your extra bleached knots. And you also have your drawstring. This is your parting space area. You get a comb on each side. You also get a comb in the nape area. You get your drawstring, and I love how the drawstring is on the inside because I feel like it makes the cap fit way better versus being underneath here in this area. You also get a little lace back here. You get your adjustable strap, and you also get your adjustable elastic band for extra security. Now this is what the lace looks like on my skin. But once I put it on my head, I'm not sure if it's going to need to be tinted a little bit in the front, but we're gonna play around with it. And also you can see it is a little bit dark rooted. And then this is the root area. So it's not blonde all the way at the top for those who don't like the straight up blonde. Okay, have a dark wig cap. I'm gonna place this on. Actually, I don't think this one is as brown as the one they send in the box, but that's okay. If I need to change it out, I will. I'll push my hair back a little bit. I don't push back too much. I'll push back a little bit. I think I might need to go to a darker cap, y'all. I feel like the one they send is that the same? I don't know. I feel like that one's dark. Okay. Let's tighten this up real quick. Now this is a cap size one. If you don't know, I have a small head and usually their cap size ones fit me really, really good. And now with the adjustable strap and also the drawstring, I just feel like it fits me even better because you have just so much security. If I can get the drawstring out of this little thing, I'll be right back. Now I'm not going to move the settings on this one because I still need to make sure that this is adjusted, and this is going to make the lace probably sit perfectly on my head. So we're just going to try it on first and I'll make my adjustments as I need to go. So this is what it is looking like on. I'm personally going to end up just tinting my lace just a very small amount to make sure that it blends in really well. I'm not gonna add too much tint because I don't feel like a lot of tint is needed. But like I said, that's just a personal preference. It's totally up to you. If you wanna just add some powder and go on about your day, I think you'll be fine. But this is what the hairline looks like. And on my end, you can see the cap a little bit because it is a thinner lace. So you can see my cap right there. So just want to be careful with that or push it back if it's too far up. And then you can definitely see it on this side. So I am going to end up having to adjust that. And then it already comes as a middle part, but of course, since it is a 13 by 6, you can move your parting space around if you need to. Really much I can say about the knots because I don't really see them, so I feel like they did a good job with camouflaging that in. And then this is what the sides look like. You can see my sideburns, but that'll be covered up. Now the one thing about the 13 by 6 I noticed with their units is that I always have to go in and trim around my ear because it does come over. but that's okay because I'm gonna make sure that the lace fits me perfectly, because I don't like when it's over my ear, and I don't want to have to tuck it because then it can cause the lace to kind of bubble right there, and I'm not a fan of that. I just want to be able to make sure that the lace is sitting and is laid very, very flat. So the length on this is fine. The density is not too heavy, and ooh, I like the way that that looks on the side. I like the way that that looks. So I'm just gonna play around and get this together. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be a glueless install, because with Myfirstwig you don't really have to use any glue unless you absolutely want to, just because everything is already fitted and laid. So it's not much that needs to be done. But yeah, I'm gonna tint my lace just a little bit, dry it down. We're gonna install this, see what styles we can play around with. I'm loving this middle part already. And then I'll be back, of course, to show you guys the final looks and also to tell you guys my final thoughts. So Miss Bob it's done. It took me a while to get these curls in, or the waves, whatever they looking like. I had to recruit my daughter to help me with the back because I could not see. I was not getting it right. And those pieces are short. I did not want it to come out perfect, but just to kind of give the messy look, and I feel like I achieved that. Now, before I installed this, I did have to go in with some of my tint spray because I felt like the lace was just a little bit too light for my liking. I do feel like it helped it out a bit. I feel like I could have put a little bit more like at the edges, but I didn't want it to come off looking too dark. So once I installed everything, I just went in with a little bit of my 𝐃𝐫𝐚𝐼 by Fenty Beauty. This is their bronzer. And I just put a little bit in the edges so that it could blend in a little bit more. I did use mousse to lay the lace down. And mousse is not an adhesive, but it does give the melted look, especially when you do have good lace. It just makes everything really soft and it makes everything look natural. I also had to go on the side and cut by my ear, and this helped the lace fit me perfectly. I used a bobby pin just so that it wouldn't flap up, and look at that. Y'all see how that look? I pulled out a little bit of hairs right here, and I ended up cutting them down and using a little bit of mousse just to kind of swoop them. I didn't want to use any spray because I didn't want it to come off looking crunchy, but this helps it look like really soft. But as you can see, boom, bam, laid. Boom, bam, laid. And I did the same thing to the other side. And yeah, everything is laying down really nice and flat now. I don't have any issues. This does come as a middle part. And so I just added a little bit of my wax at the top because this does have some flyaways. Y'all see a little bit of that? It has some flyaways, but I did not go heavy with the wax because I didn't want it to come off looking too shiny. I just used my hot comb and pressed everything out. And then I flat ironed the hair. Doesn't take much because it is a silky texture. It bumped under fine. And I also like that it wasn't thin in the front. You guys know when it comes to a bob, I do not like when it's thin in the front. Please make me even density all the way around. I don't like it, but it was moving and grooving. I feel like it's a good length, so straight is good. And then I decided to add some wand curls in as a middle part, and then I moved it to this little curved side part. I was going to do like a flip over, but I feel like I just did a flip over recently. I don't remember. So I wanted to make sure to utilize the parting space to show you guys that. Now when I moved it over, I did have to go in with more wax and use my hot comb and just press everything out. But it's not a heavy density in the parting space area, so you're good. I got a small amount of shedding, and really it came from me kind of trimming down the hair on the side. So, and I noticed like a few little blonde hairs on this black shirt. And then as far as tangles go, I'm not getting any at the moment. I styled it straight out the box. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's snagging, but it's a bob and it's a silky texture, so I feel like it's gonna be very easy for you to work with. The hair feels really nice and soft. It doesn't feel dried out. The ends don't feel, you know, a mess where you have to go in and cut it or anything. So I think that they did pretty good on the color. I like the color. Now the root area, I feel like I like it more as a side part versus the middle part. I think the middle comes off like a little bit too harsh, but the side, I just feel like it is blended a little bit better. Y'all let me know what y'all think. And maybe I'm not saying it right, but hopefully y'all understand exactly what I'm saying. But I think that this is a perfect length for the summertime. It's not doing too much. This color, if you're ready to step out the box and you are a blonde gal, then hey, here you go. I do bobs all the time on this channel, okay? But I decided to come with this one to step away from the natural look because I have plenty of natural color bobs from Myfirstwig on my page, so y'all make sure to go and check it out. But let me know what you guys think about this switch up. I think it's cute. The hairline is perfect. I have no complaints. I can't really see the knots at the moment. The lace is laid. It looks good. It looks good. So if you are interested in this unit, I am going to make sure to leave all the links down below in the description area. Once again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.